organization was founded on this campus in 1940. So we were an independent, standalone community hospital health system for more than 75 years. And then we joined Nebraska Methodist Health System in October of 2018. Here locally, not only do we have a hospital with all of the services that you would expect to be part of a hospital, but we also have a 20-bed inpatient behavioral health unit. We have a 106-bed long-term care, so nursing home, skilled nursing, and hospice facility. And then we also have our own home health and hospice agency. And so not a lot of hospitals our size have all of those components that are as diverse as we are here locally. We have about 1,000 local team members. That would include our employees, our medical staff, more than 200 members on the medical staff, volunteers, all told about 1,000 local employees.
The people I work with are professional and we're all part of a big team that works well together, very cohesive. All of us put the patient first and get to treat great people from the community too.
I will 100% say this is like one of the best professions, such amount of opportunity, and get to be a part of caring for people at some of their most vulnerable times.
Certainly the last 2 years has been really hard, and we're super proud of all the work that our team members have done the last couple of years in particular.
When we're short on supplies, we found ways to get around that. When we had shortage of beds, we found ways around that. When we had shortage of staff, we accommodated all of that and worked as a team, get everyone taken care of. We took care of over 2,000 people here at our facility, including the ER and the urgent care and the inpatient side and Dunclaw Gardens, with over 400 patients taken care of so far with COVID on the inpatient side. We had at first a very big organization out there at Christensen Field providing vaccinations to the community. And that was very successful, and it was very rewarding for all the staff that worked out there to be able to prevent illness for all those folks.
Unfortunately, through the pandemic, our role changed a lot. It wasn't just caring for people who came in with COVID, it's really preventing COVID from entering the building. So, really you went into lockdown, and of course that was all regulated. No visitation, no outside entertainment, no pets, pretty much lockdown. And then of course anytime anybody would have a symptom or be tested positive, they went into isolation. If they had a high risk of exposure, they went into isolation. So really trying to be their family while they're in the facility when they could otherwise not have them come in the facility. We did do a lot of televisits. We tried to use IT type resources to get them connected back to their loved ones. They all came and put posters out in front of their windows. Visitation through the window was really the best we could do for a long period of time. We feel really good about the results that we had and how well we cared for our residents. We have a super high vaccination rate in our facility, both for residents and for staff.
Obviously the last couple of years put a different intensity to our work and situation as healthcare providers, but this is what we've been doing all the time. This is our work we've done, and caring for people that are going through some of the hardest things in their lives, and also at a high intensity. We have always had to do this work, and so many times it was like, we got this, we'll figure it out just like we always do.
Best part about coming to work every day, the patients. Number one, the patients. Always my first priority. I didn't become a nurse to win huge awards, to get all this recognition. I became a nurse because I want to care for people. I love just the bedside care that we provide here. Personalized care, yeah, just everything. We have great leaders, we truly do.
Our leaders are
yeah.
amazing.
It makes me happy when I see patients go home or family call the day after, say thank you so much for all the care.
Being around our employees are pretty inspiring every day to see the great work that they do. And then, I think in a small community, it's also nice that, there's not a day that goes by that I don't see somebody here getting care that I don't know personally. I think that's really rewarding as well as we kind of see ourselves as taking care of our own friends and family.
I work because I love what I do, and I feel needed, and I think they give me the hope and the strength that I need. So I can't imagine being anywhere else.
All Metals Market started in 1969 by Kevin's father. He was working at Hormel Foods, and he decided to do that on his own. He would take his car out to different places and say, hey, you got some scrap metal, and then he would load it. Come back, and then he would try to sell it. That's how it started. Kevin became an employee here in 1978, came to work with his father as the only employee. So then him and his wife Lori took over the company in 1987, and that's who is running it today. It's a third generation family owned and operated business.
It's just really awesome to be a part of something that my grandpa started, and then my dad really got going to what it is now, and to know that my husband and I and my brothers can keep it going, and eventually maybe our kids can keep it going as successful as it is now.
The metal comes here, and we buy it across the scale, either from businesses in our own trucks, just regular you and me stuff from our house we'll bring in. Anything that's metal we buy, and then it goes through a whole lot of different processes. We have shredder, shears, balers, we torch, basically anything we can do to manipulate the product to ship it to its end home, which are the mills and where we sell it to. So that's what we do here every day, is we buy it and process it and then sell it down the road.
It'll shred anywhere from 20 to 25 tons an hour, and that's cars, that's bikes, lawnmowers, you name it, whatever we throw in there, it eats it up. After it grinds it up in the size, about the size of your fist, falls through a grate, and then it goes out onto picking tables, picking houses. And that shredder separates aluminum from the steel, from the garbage. So you throw a whole car in, you got different belts going every which way, and it separates all of it.
Our end product goes all over the United States, and what most people don't realize is we export to about 15 countries. In particular, South Korea, we send some product, and they make Hyundai engines over there. So being here in Fremont, Nebraska, we still are a world player in where we ship our product. Our main growth is no secret, it's our employees. So we think, we might be biased, we have the best employees around. And so without our employees, we can't do anything. So, and then second to that is our customers. Loyalty from them, us helping them with solutions to problems they have, that's how we're growing. We operate under, we want it to be a friendly, well, safe first, safety is main priority, safe, friendly, and a home environment. So we want them to go to the soccer games, we want them to go to basketball games, and we feel like that if we provide that environment, we keep the best employees that we already have, and we get longevity.
Great guys work around me. Pretty fortunate. They most of the time they make me look good. I don't need any help making me look stupid, so I ask them to help me out on that.
It's a great atmosphere. It's family, and yes, it is family, but I consider everybody family because we know everything. You know, the office staff. I know their grandkids. I know where they go to school. I know how they're doing in their sports, and I know we're just a close group.
We had the flood in 19. We went around as a team and pumping out people's basement. We didn't charge for that. We just did it, and it's taking care of the community. And I think they get involved with that. They see something big. It just creates that culture. We don't have a lot of turnover, and 50-some employees, that's hard to do.
Future of All Metals, our foot's always on the gas. Things are always changing. We're always looking for new equipment, ways to take our product that we're currently sending down the line now to make it easier, more efficient to make. So a lot of equipment we look at buying, different processes. One of the things we're excited about now is our new maintenance building we're putting up. It's a 300 by 100 maintenance building, long overdue. Our maintenance staff is absolutely the best over there. They can do anything in-house. We don't have to really ship anything out to get fixed because they're so good, but they need more room. So that's one of the things we're most excited about right now, is getting them set up how they need to be.
You know, I probably can't see past 5 years because I'll be out of here. But I just see it continuing on. You know, it's family that's young. They're going to be here after Kevin and I are gone, and that's what's kind of exciting. You know, Kevin's father's name was Dale, and he got to ride around on a golf cart and be kind of a pain in the looking to take that job.
I think the future looks extremely bright because I just found out Todd isn't going to be here in the next 5 years.
Fremont Public Schools consists of 7 elementary schools, a middle grades, 5th and 6th grade center, Johnson Crossing, and then the middle school, which is 7th and 8th grade. And of course our Fremont High School. We also have an alternative high school, which is our learning center, and then we have several special education programs as well that are housed in our Main Street building.
We are the 11th largest school district in the state of Nebraska. We have a little over 800 employees. We have over 5,000 students that we serve for the community, the greater community of Fremont, and that's an important role. We have students that come to us with varying nationalities. They speak various languages, I believe 26 different languages currently. And students that come to us with varying social issues, whether it be food insecurities or mental health issues, we serve all students.
Food becomes such a big deal. When we let out for half a day or any early, we really try to make sure it's after lunch because we know some kids won't, otherwise they won't eat. And so we try to make sure that we're meeting all of those basic needs as well.
We have backpack programs around the district. And during COVID-19, we were able to provide over 75,000 meals, both breakfast and lunch, through a curbside pickup program that Rowan Lang, our food service director, organized, set up, and then we had a lot of volunteers from school board members to staff and administrators and community members. We offer a lot of professional development to make sure that our staff are prepared to meet the needs of the students, not where we want them to be, but where they are when they come to us. And that's really an important concept because students come to us at varying levels, and making sure that our staff have the skills to meet them there is something that our board, our administration, our staff believe in.
We're literally looking out for every kid at every level with every kind of interest. How do we meet them where they are? How do we take them to the next level?
I think our teachers at Fremont are second to none. Our teachers obviously have a very high level of professionalism, high level of expertise and knowledge in the areas where they serve. But beyond that, they have a compassion for all of our students and our families. And I think that's what was really on display, not only during the flood, but also after the flood when we were hit with the pandemic.
We were able to answer the questions that community members had, that health professionals had, that our own staff had. And we were able to show them by publicly reporting out exactly what our numbers were, being transparent in our efforts and the true impact that we were seeing within our walls. And I think due to the community's willingness to work together and our transparency, I think we were able to successfully return to school safely well before the East and the West Coast.
So, you know, when we go back to the spring of 2019, we had the flood. The first call that came in where they needed some assistance was they needed a bus to be able to transport people, to relocate them from an area that started to flood. And that was down south of the Englewood area. The next call that we received was about a day and a half later, where they needed to set up a temporary shelter. Something I'm really proud of is I received the phone call probably about 10:30 in the morning, and they wanted to really try to set up a shelter at the middle school. And so as we started to look at what it takes to set up a shelter, I put out an email, and within about probably an hour and a half, we had well over 50 people that were already at the middle school, ready to serve, ready to do whatever whatever was needed. This is really our first bond issue that has a real strong emphasis on elementary education. So we're going to take 3 of our buildings that are 1950s, 1960s vintage and replace them with brand new state-of-the-art facilities. You look at what we're doing at the high school and the Career Education Center there, it's really positioning our community not just for today but well into the future.
Public education truly is a great equalizer. It, regardless of your race, religion, your background, it provides a stable platform and a good foundation to be successful in life. So knowing that we have that opportunity is really what it's all about.